You got the boys with the toys and the big making noise. Hello and welcome to Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy. This is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. And today has just been one of those days. Now don't worry, I'm not going to be complaining the entire episode. What I mean by one of those days is just seems like every little idiotic nudging thing was on point, active, and in full swing. But it's over. The day. That sounded kind of dark and morbid. No, it's not over like that. The family's out. My daughter is gonna be in a play, so she's doing some play rehearsal, and she's at dance and doing some dance recital things. So I got the house alone for another few hours. So I'm gonna take time, slow things down, back things up, back in time, and watch some trailers. Preferably some giant monster movie trailers, because that's my wheelhouse. I know a lot about, so I can feel smart and talk to you about it. That's what I'm going to do. I ordered some food. Even that was a little weird, because the girl on the other end, though, sounded really worried, worked up. And I was like thinking, okay, I was about ready to say, cough twice if you're being kidnapped. Because she just had this sound of fear. Hopefully my food will be here in 35 minutes. Let's go back to an easier time, a simpler time, when the biggest things we had to fear were bigger than life itself. We're going to go big right away. Reptil Igus.
It's a piece of skin, like leather.
From all corners of the earth they gather to study the mystifying frozen fossil, a reptilian tale that grows into a giant of terror.
It's alive! It's loose!
You have been invited here to see for yourselves one of the most amazing events in the annals of scientific history.
Reptil Igus, a monstrous, massive beast whose astounding appearance causes panic.
Reptil Igus approaching the city. Repeat, Reptil Igus approaching the city.
This is Grayson. All units. Reptil Igus, an annihilating mastodon, immune to all known weapons of warfare, creating chaos such as mankind has never before known.
Yes, this movie is excellent because he's a puppet. He's clearly a string marionette style puppet, but they filmed him in the way they filmed Godzilla with a small city. They use the same kind of techniques, and this movie is just all around and genuinely intelligent. It isn't just a classic monster comes out of nowhere, you don't know what's going on. It develops. These people find a small piece of it, and they bring it back to the labs, and it starts to grow. They see this problem coming. They see this problem literally growing before it becomes a problem, and they still let it grow and do nothing about it. Reptil Igus, check it out. This movie is interesting because it was literally made twice. The original one was obviously a foreign film, and the director was Paul Bang. Paou Bang. Monster movies were popular in the United States, so they made an English cut of the movie. That was by director Sidney W. Pink. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I don't know why he went with the W. Pink. Like, there's another Sidney Pink out there directing movies. But anyways, he was the one who comprised the English footage. That's the one you can get here in the States. I've never really come across any other version of Reptil Igus, but I'm not saying it's not out there. It might be. But this one goes back to what harkens like one of my early childhood visions, you know, the creature double feature, WLVI days, Channel 56. We miss you. You really need to come back. We miss you. This was one of the first VHS video cassettes I had as far as monster movies go. And when my VHS player eventually died and I saw it on TV again, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. And now I got it on DVD, and you can probably just find this one. This is one of those ones, if you're searching it out online, you might actually have to pay for it because it does still have a kind of a cult following. It's a little bit more intelligently done than, say, some of the other monster movies you can find out there. It's worth checking out. So, I am still waiting on my food. That can't be the food already. I heard the door slam. But then again, our neighbors slam the doors all the time. I swear to God, they come out of their house just to open and shut the doors. I'm not even joking. My wife thinks the same thing. No, it was just the neighbors banging the doors again. So, where's my remote? Alright, we're going to move on. Just as there are great films, there are some films that are wonderfully hokey. I'm talking about Fred Spears' classic, The Giant Claw.
It's got one of the planes. It's coming after me.
Mitch.
Bird is extraterrestrial. Comes from outer space. From some godforsaken antimatter galaxy millions and millions of light years from the Earth.
Atomic hydrogen weapons capable of wiping cities, countries off the face of the earth, are completely ineffective against this creature from the skies. There it is now, attacking the United Nations building. Bird's after us, chasing us. How are you doing? For God's sake, hurry, man. It's catching up with us fast.
I never get sick of that creature sound. I want to make that my ringtone. It'd be hilarious. This man, he did a lot of cowboy films before. I believe this was his only real departure from the cowboy genre into the monster making phase. And I'm glad he did it. As hokey as it is, this film is wonderful. The Giant Claw. Well, my food isn't here yet. It's been a little while. I'm gonna continue waiting. That's all we have time for in this episode of the End of the Sci-Fi Horror Show. Nothing better than a big monster movie. Love them, embrace them, enjoy them. And then remember, they're not all about Godzilla. There's a lot of great giant creatures out there to enjoy. So, on that note, I'm out. At least until my food gets here. It's the neighbors again. Damn.